The actual.
I like pussy on my toes.
Alright. We need to start.
Alright, I like pussy on my toes. I like pussy on my toes. I like pussy on my toes.
I like pussy on your toes.
Alright, that's going in the podcast.
Can you bend that far?
Hello!
Hi.
And welcome to the podcast where a bunch of nerds try to answer your questions and probably going off a billion tangents and never get any questions answered ever. With that being said, my name is Jeff. And there's some other people with me. They can introduce themselves.
Andy.
Andy's the only one else there. I'm Kelly.
Who's next?
The only other...
We're horrible at this. Talk about going on tangents, talk about being awkward silent.
I don't know which I should refer myself as.
You can...
God.
Use your usual name.
Sexy. Suave.
Nope.
Another word that I can't say out loud.
I haven't heard your name yet.
I guess I'll just go with Cordy. That goes fine. Or Michael, whatever you want to call me. Either way.
You used your secret name.
Oh, my name's Word. What is my secret name, Andy?
What Kelly wrote on Skype.
Don't say it.
I know.
I almost said it. So, my name is whatever you want to call me. Cordy, Michael, Suave, Sexy, Hot, whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
How's everyone doing?
Fantabulous.
Everyone good?
Good.
Cool.
I've been sitting here in the hot, so I'm pretty bad.
Alright, so this is the first episode of our podcast where we are going to answer some questions for some people that have some questions. If you want to send us in some questions, I'll link some Twitter names that you can and stuff. You can ask us any questions you want, pretty much about anything. We don't have any topics. Anything like that. Some of them will be funny, some of them will be serious, but don't worry, we will answer your questions if you have them.
It's K.
Oh yeah, I'm sure so many people have questions.
Tons of people have questions, Cordy. I bet you have questions.
Have you ever been to Yahoo Answers?
No, how would I go to Yahoo Answers if someone asked?
I literally saw a screenshot of somebody posting on Yahoo Answers. How do I post questions on Yahoo Answers?
Oh my god, that's like deception.
Mind you, some of those I think are just trolls, though.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
I know, but those
People
are
will ask questions.
Yeah. Alright, what do you guys want to start off with first? Why don't we get right into the questions, just so we can get right into this? What do you want to start off with first?
Questions?
We have some serious questions. We have some funny questions. You guys want to do a Yahoo answer, just to get into the mood?
Sure. Get into the mood.
Yes.
Let's Yahoo.
Let's dim the lights a little bit.
Let's do a Yahoo.
Very white and
Yahoo.
read some Yahoo questions.
This will be pretty fun. Get to know everybody.
Should have some background music in this too, just for the Yahoo answer questions.
Is that exactly how you want it to go?
It's not unusual to be
Alright, so Cordy's just going to do the background music. I'll talk over him. So Naylay, which is, I assume, this girl's name, asks, what is the dumbest rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
I saw this one! Oh!
I know mine.
Cordy's like, I know.
Alright, so if you know Cordy, you can go
Where'd he
first.
go?
Okay, so when I was in 8th grade, right, I used to get changed in the boys' bathroom. I mean, I used to get changed for gym in the guys' locker room, right?
Wait.
And then,
You got changed in the guys' locker room?
yeah, I don't know why. Like, I'm totally...
What?
I know, right? Anyway, so the rumor was that when I was in 8th, like, see, when I was, like, in 6th to 8th grade, like, I was really dumb. So there's this rumor going around that, like, the faucet things would, like, spew fire in the boys' locker room, so I'd always, like, freak out and cry every time I went to the boys' locker room, because I thought they were gonna, like, die. So as they were saying that I'm gullible, so every time I go into the boys' locker room, the girls that I used to be friends with, they would be like, Michael, did you go into the boys' locker room lately? I heard it's a little hot in there, and then I cried, and I didn't go in the boys' locker room that whole week. Ever since then, I've been seen as gullible.
That's
Just because
funny.
I thought it spit fire.
I have no comment.
Yeah.
But
Basically, no
just people
comment
think-
at all.
Pretty much people just think I'm gullible. In general.
You sort of are, though.
I was gonna say, I'm not really surprised.
Can you guys please shut up? I'm gullible. Alright, everyone else can go now. I vote for Kelly to go next, though.
But I don't really have a good one, though.
I don't remember
Like,
rumors getting spread about me.
people like to think that I had fake boobs at one point. It's just sort of funny because I don't.
That's
Oh, I thought you were
believable,
going to say
though.
you do, because I was really
Which is sort of funny because I do.
Okay, that was a nice one, Michelle.
I don't have fake boobs, by the way. I said that really loud. The neighbors probably heard me.
That's alright. Now they know, too.
I honestly don't remember any rumors getting spread about me.
Are you sure?
That's
Yeah.
kind of the same as me, too.
Like,
rumors-
I mean, people would say, like, bad things, but they weren't spreading rumors. Like, they would just say, like, stupid shit to my face. Like, they weren't, like, going around the school going, oh my god, like, I heard this, so.
Here, Michelle's boobs are actually XXL.
What?
That's not even a size! Size that boob pump.
Biggest size is like an H or something.
No.
And how do you know that?
I'm very close to just renaming this podcast Boobs right now.
What's
For the
up?
record, there are sizes beyond H, or else I'd cry,
Oh.
but,
Or is it like double H or something?
I think there's a K, isn't there somewhere? I don't know.
my old roommate, her mom owned a lingerie store, and they went up to 56L.
What the
Holy
fuck?
shit.
And that wasn't even the biggest that, like, exists. That's just
What
the
the
biggest they carried.
What? Wow.
Is there a size Z?
There
Oh.
might be. I don't know. I don't know why anyone would want that.
I think there's somebody with like a triple H's or something. That was like the world record.
I
or
think-
something.
Mine are H, for the record.
There's 108 ZZZ.
Oh my god.
But that's
Wow.
normally,
Is that a person just lying in a bra?
I'm
well,
going to look this up right now.
just FYI, there is sensual music playing in the background. It's a porn site. So I'm sorry
Oh.
if I just put that on. I
Kelly
feel
may
like-
have just linked a porn site.
You know what? I put a.
Yeah, it's
Did
100.
I? Is it an actual porn site?
I
don't
think
wanna
it
click
might
it
be.
again. I'm afraid.
In
Like,
the world's
because
largest
there's a-
natural breasts.
Wow, yeah, this is definitely a porn
Alright,
site.
well, GG guys! I set the mood!
Enter.
102
At least have
triple
this
seven.
music playing on the back.
Are you gonna read the answer that was posted for this question? Because I've seen this question before and the answer is hilarious.
Oh, wait, Jeff, did you have anything?
You know, I really don't think I did.
I
I
can't
mean-
even remember anything.
Most of the
Like in
time,
And just as Alzheimer's.
I what?
most of the time, everything that was like said was said within our group of friends, and not really out of it, but most of it was like a joking manner anyways. So not really, didn't have very much. What Michelle was talking about, I'll read the answer to the question that somebody posted.
Oh my god.
It's pretty funny. When I was in middle school, people were saying that I was homeschooled, even though I went to school.
Wait, what? I saw a screen
Wait,
cap the other
what?
day and I was dying of laughter.
Andy's like legit confused.
The person who answered it said that the rumor that got spread about them is that they were getting homeschooled even though they were at school all the time.
That is the dumbest. What? Oh my god.
That's why it's the dumbest rumor.
Wow.
Wow.
I think that tops all of ours.
Yeah, I think that kind of wins. Didn't have an exciting school time.
School time.
School time.
School time.
All
Well,
right,
there was
so
things that happened at our school,
things-
but they didn't happen to us. There
Yeah.
were lots of rumors.
I think most of the
Maybe.
rumors that happened at our school were mostly like between the quote-unquote popular kids.
Or the druggies that got held up by knife point behind a restaurant across from the school and all that sort of stuff.
Which, Andy, there had to have been some kind of rumor about you. Come on.
I don't even
Don't leave
know.
us out.
I can't.
Don't leave us out.
I
And-
can't think of anything.
Let me make one up right now. Andy is secretly a girl.
That is so hot on so many different levels, I can't even tell you.
You don't like girls.
Surprise!
Surprise, guys, I'm not gay. Happy 2013.
Wait, why is that look like a holiday?
I'm so confused.
Like the whole year's a holiday.
Yay!
2013 is a holiday because Cordy's just kidding about his sexuality.
Just kidding about sexuality, guys. I secretly... Guys, just kidding. I don't like male or female. So...
So, what?
So what's left? The transies. Male... It's a male-female. What's a male-female? Female.
Hermaphrodite?
Hermaph. I knew it started with an H.
It's a hermaphrodite.
Oh, I love Hermes. For the back.
Anyways, what's
Just kidding, I'm gay, guys. I'm sorry. Just in case I needed to clarify that.
You need to stop being confused.
not familiar with?
Just so everyone knows who I am. Okay, you can move on.
You sure?
Yeah, pretty good right now. Everyone else is kind of laughing, but I'm just kind of chilling.
Alright, so
Okay, then.
we'll move into something a little more toned down, not crazy.
We're going to the rated PG-13.
These people have
There,
like
I will not.
aliases, I guess they're going by. So Rocker asks, have you found a good way to start a conversation with the opposite gender? Say you're out with some friends and you spot someone across the room and think to yourself, I might like to get to know him, her. Him, her. Hermaphrodite. So if you approached the person, how would you start a conversation other than, hello, can I buy you a drink?
This is the worst question to ask this group.
That is so bad, Jeff.
Yeah, it's a pretty...
We are the people that sit back and
We
are
are
like,
antisocial people.
Hey,
This
we
is
don't
a
go
terrible question for
anywhere.
us.
Unless I'm drunk,
Guys,
I would
I'm
probably be
Hermes,
like,
I
hi, hi, walk away.
Aren't you, like, totally, like, open when you're drunk, though?
I'm very chatty when I'm drunk. More than I am now. Microphone.
It's kind of a really weird question for us to answer because we're all... I don't want to say we're antisocial, but
We don't approach
we're not the people who approach people.
well, especially
We're the person sitting there,
Right.
hoping someone will approach us.
so true.
Mind you,
We're
when I
that
was
person who
younger-
wants to hear something from your mouth, but we don't know what it is.
Well, okay, so what is that person? Or what is that coming from? God, I can't English.
English equals bad.
What do we want to hear? from
So
other
let's speak
people then?
Spanish. Hola, como
Like,
estás?
honestly, just nothing creepy.
Hablo el español.
I think
Like-
Probably the best thing you could do is to just go up to them and be honest.
Hey, what's up?
Say,
Yep.
hey, I
I'm
saw
not very good
you
at
from
talking
over there.
You guys know what I would say? Oh my god.
Yes, I would love to know.
To a guy. Okay, so I'll see a guy over there. Right? I'll be like, you have the biggest bulge in your butt.
You would not say that.
So about that nothing creepy part.
No, I'm kidding. I would not say that. I'd be like, hey, you're a pretty young-looking whippersnapper. I'd like an intellectual
You
level
caught yourself there. Quick.
where we can talk about each other's lives and maybe have a drink or two when I turn 21. Because we all know I'm only 19, so I can't do anything. Yeah.
Oh, I've
Usually
come
if
to
someone-
Canada. Cordy, you need to come up here.
Why?
You can do whatever
you won't
the
get his
hell you want.
passport, sorry.
Yeah, I know. Michelle, you just need to do it for him. You're there
Yeah.
I
now.
haven't figured out his social security number yet. It's the only thing that stopped me.
But really, I mean, I would just try and find something to have in common with that person.
Try and
Ready to
stop
them.
See, that's a
Troy.
hard
I
thing
would
to
even say
find,
I know
something
though.
it's very difficult, but people have been making conversations with me because I bring out my wallet and it has a Zelda emblem on it. And so people are like, oh, you like Zelda? And I was like, yeah. And so from there, I have something in common to talk to them about. If they don't approach me on that whole subject, then I probably wouldn't want to talk to them anyway. I don't want to make that sound mean, but
I mean, I just don't understand the opposites attract thing. It never really works.
No.
Well,
Sometimes
for the
does.
rest of us, it does.
magnets. Have you ever heard of magnets?
Yeah, but opposites attract. Like, let's say one guy likes video games and the girl likes, I don't know, Victoria's Secret.
But those are the people. Those are
That's-
the people who are going to go up to the person and say, "Hey, I think you're hot. You want to have a drink?" And that's how they're going to get together.
Yeah.
Rather than going over to someone and being like, "Hey, your necklace is, really pretty. I noticed it was this, this, and this," like, to get a conversation started. So it's going to be different based on how they approach each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a difference between intellectual and I think you're physically attractive.
True that.
I guess that answers that question.
That's the best that we can do. Being the people that
with
we
what
are.
we're given.
Not really sure what the answer was, but I'll just go along with yes.
I like your bulge is what's
It's a good way to start.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna come up to some random person and just say I like your bulge.
Mhm.
Oh, I think this is probably also a bad question for us, because I
Relevant.
think this is probably happened to probably all of us all the time.
Probably.
Okay, so Charmaine asks,
Hey Charmaine girl, how you doing?
how to avoid the friend zone?
Oh God.
I have a good answer for this.
Oh my God.
I have a good answer for this.
Alright,
Being
go
in the
in.
friend zone is not a bad thing. All
How?
of my past boyfriends have been in the friend zone before I started dating them. Jeff, you're a great example of it.
Go me.
Just saying.
Yeah, but you're an
Friend zone is
exception
a
to
good
this
thing.
rule, Kelly. I think.
I don't think so. I think being a woman's friend, I mean, speaking from my point of view, is a good idea because you're going to get to know them more. They get to know you more. You're more comfortable with them. It's a lot easier to confide in someone as opposed to some random dude who comes up to you and is like, hey, want to buy a... Wait, shit.
No, I understand.
I'm
what you
bad
mean.
at being a guy that picks up women. It's
No,
I don't know. It's creepier to just be like, "Hey, I find you physically attractive. Let's date," as opposed to, "Hey, I'd like to be your friend and really get to know you," and then they will see a lot of potential in dating you.
But then
I
there's
just
the
want to
thing whether or
clarify
not.
something. Sorry, go ahead, Andy.
No, go ahead, Michelle. I can.
When I think of somebody being friend zoned, I don't think of somebody being in a situation where they're friends with each other. I see it as a situation where both parties have been doing something like flirting with each other, and then one person says, "Hey, like, I've grown to really like you," and the other person, despite, saying things that are flirty and beyond friendship all of a sudden goes, no, we're just friends.
That's
why I see it the friend zone more than someone just being friends with the opposite sex.
That's what I understand it to be too, I think.
So, like, for me, that's why I think it's a negative thing, is because you're in a situation where it seems like the person likes you beyond that because they're saying and doing things that are more than a normal friend would do, but then they're like, just kidding, I don't like you like that.
But there's also the issue of, like, what happens if, and, like, you're really good friends now, and things, like, break down, and then things would just be awkward. Like, you wouldn't have that friendship anymore.
So I guess the best way to avoid it is, like, I guess by the definition that I use, would just be don't flirt with somebody if you don't have any intention of going beyond friendship. Like, that would be a really easy way. And don't be, like, and if someone's flirting with you, be like, you know, just be upfront with them, be like, listen, like, if you don't mean it, you need to stop.
Yeah.
You know?
But I'm not a very confrontational person. That's my problem, too.
Is that why you ain't
I'm
getting
not
any,
either,
Andy?
but...
You're shutting for the rest of the night, Corey.
Just kidding, Andy. I'm sure you get a lot. Don't worry, girl.
Anyway.
I'm not answering.
No, I mean, being in a relationship now, it's a lot of, you have to bring stuff up or else it just sits there and then gets worse. So even before you have a relationship, it's probably good just to be upfront and say, hey, so
this is what's up. Yeah.
I do like you. But my only concern is that if you're trying to be someone's friend, like maybe you were put into the friend zone and you're still trying to be with them only for the opportunity to possibly get together with them, that's the wrong reason. Like, be their friend because you want to be their friend.
Yeah.
And maybe there will be a chance that eventually you'll get together with them, but I've had many friends, quote friends, who have done that, who have tried to act like they're my friends, but really only wanted to date me.
Yeah.
And once they learned that I had no feelings for them, I was sort of dropped. So what I thought was a real friendship was not. It was just them trying to get in my pants. So, I mean, there's the opposite of friend zone too, where the guy may think it's, you know, stupid. I guess you could have a girlfriend or a girl having a guy friend that she gets friend zoned, but I just know that there's the opposite where the girl will feel sort of, I don't know, put off because she thought she had a friend and actually does not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, fair enough.
there's two ways to this.
Yep. Oh yeah.
you guys want a Yahoo?
Yahoo!
Alright,
You're so... Oh my god, Kelly.
What?
Face, palm, head, desk, ow.
Alright, let's
You like it, Cordy?
I
like it?
I like a compy.
On the go.
Wanna go? I'm gonna go. Yeehaw, yeehaw. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, do your Yahoo.
Alright, let's Yahoo. So
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy
Holly
up. Let's
asks,
go. It's another.
it's
Cordy.
like it's not Christmas.
I was saying a line from Full House.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Holly asks, I don't know if my daughter is mine. I don't know if my daughter is
Oh,
mine.
God.
I gave birth to her, but I'm not sure if it's my boyfriend cheating on me and I had his other girlfriend's baby. Can someone help?
What does that even mean? That's
Oh
not
my
even a
God.
question.
Can you read the answer for that?
Oh,
If there was
what
an answer.
the hell?
I don't think there was an answer, but let
I
me
don't
check.
even know how to answer this.
So wait, okay, so the girl.
The best I can tell you, honey, is that you need to find the nearest adoption center and get your child a better home.
You want to know my answer? Here, girl, this is what you do. Alright, you're going to take that baby, you're going to shove her back in your vagina, you're going to be like, boy, this better be my child. If it's some other girl's child, I'm going to be I'm going to be very ang at you. And then if it's not her child, well then, baby, what you need to do is you need to just let it out anyway. Just pretend it's your child. Care for it. Treat it like it's yours and tell that bitch, yo, bitch, you can't take care of this child. Your boy somehow got this child in me. He's mine. And then just fight over it going Jerry Springer. Jerry! 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 And then duke it out over there. And whoever wins gets to keep the child. How does that sound? Does that sound worse than your fucking question?
You do realize that Jerry Springer is scripted.
No, it's not. Don't ruin my dreams.
Why do you have dreams about Jerry Springer?
You don't want to know. I also had a dream about...
Oh, I think I do want to know, though.
Yeah, Kelly, what is your obsession with Jerry Springer? Do you have a house for him?
Nothing.
I wish someone wants his little thing. Not gonna say what it is, but I think us over 12 will know what it is.
What? Anyways, I think I found the answer to that question that someone actually wrote. This was the best answer. Yes, the woman he was having sex with got her egg stuck on him. He then went to work and saw a picture of his ex and had ejaculate in his pants. Then a zygote developed on the head of his penis. Then you had sex with him and it got stuck in you. 9 months later, you gave birth to a pants baby. It happens all the time. And then the asker's rating, which was the girl that asked the question, she quoted or put it 5 out of 5 stars. And she said, quote, "How do I undo it? Please comment." Which I think just totally adds to the whole question.
Kelly, please, now.
Please comment. Please.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Kelly, can you delete this porn off of this, like, chat? It's really annoying.
He wants you to delete your message because he keeps clicking it because he can't control it.
See?
Tits.com.
In case anyone wants to see the most biggest, wow, I am great at English. The biggest, badonkadonk. Badonkadonk. What?
That badonkabonk was the butt.
The
chesticles.
honks, the wee wants, the nanas, the
nanas. Ooh, nanas. I like that one.
Anyways, I didn't just link to a XXX site.
Nah, definitely not.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I went to that
Out
site.
incognito.
Yeah. It is very inappropriate, Kelly. I cannot take this anymore. I'm very upset.
Alright, so as the Fugagujka asks,
You're like, already.
that's what the name is. I'm just reading it.
I know.
I don't know what to do with my life. Alright, so let me read this here. There's like a paragraph and a half. Holy shit. Alright. I'm 18 years old and currently an incoming sophomore in university majoring English in BA Psychology. I know the degree is general and the field is becoming increasingly saturated every year, but this is the one I found the most interesting to do. Anyway, the initial plan was to finish my bachelor's degree and then proceed to law school to become a lawyer. The problem is I don't know if that's what I really want to do. I've heard that the field is rewarding, but the journey there is tough, and what if I graduate and I don't even enjoy my job? On the other hand, I don't have any alternative roads to walk along. I feel like
Kelly.
Andy
Answer this one first.
Andy I feel like I'm a creative person, definitely more right-sided in the head. Back when I lived in the UK for my GCSEs, I took art. I assume that's like a course thing.
GRE, I'm assuming.
GCSE is what it says.
Yeah, I know. I think it's the UK's alternative to GRE.
Oh.
Like, it's their high school credit.
I took art, French, and business.
General Certificate of Secondary Education.
Oh, okay. Back when I lived, okay. Business studies and child development. You can see that it was all quite far apart and diverse. I love writing, reading, coordinating outfits. Coordinating outfits? What the hell? Alright? Taking pictures, painting, drawing, etc., but none of that will keep me financially stable in the future. Please help. How did you figure out what you wanted to do with your life? Alright.
This question sounds ridiculously like my life.
Kinda does.
That's why I said we let you answer first.
So funny story. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology and anthropology, and I'm doing nothing with it. So I can definitely feel for this person. At least they're a sophomore, so they're earlier on and realizing that they don't know what they want to do. But I should have taken more time off in between high school and college before I actually decided to go, because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and the whole sort of, I don't know, taboo of not going to college right after high school sort of prevented me from being able to take that time off. But I understand what that person means about not wanting a job that won't be financially stable, because that's actually what got me through the 4 years of college. I thought that I wouldn't be able to get anywhere with my art degree, or if I had an art degree, so I didn't even pursue it, even though I'm very artistically inclined. But look at me now, I'm not doing psychology or anthropology. I'm actually going into art, and there is stuff out there, it's just you need to look harder, because everyone says there's a starving artist, but there's actual jobs that you can apply your art or talents in. So, I don't know. For me, I just think take the time that you need, and if you don't know what you want to do in school, don't take the classes just because you feel like you need to get somewhere in life financially, because instead you're going to get yourself screwed financially because you'll be $1,000 in debt from going to
Hi,
school.
welcome to my life.
Yep. So
yeah.
that's just my suggestion.
I think literally the best thing you can do, because I did the exact same thing. I went to school for 3 years for something that I don't want to do now because it's boring. So now I'm going back to school again, spending more money going back to school because I didn't get what I wanted to do. So I think the best thing you can do is after you're done high school, take a year off and do things. Don't just sit there on your ass and do absolutely nothing, but actually
Soul search.
go out and do things that you think you might like. If you like them, hey, go to school for it, but don't just go into school thinking, hey, I like this, I think this is a cool idea. You actually have to sit down and either start learning it yourself or something like that. Just don't throw yourself into it.
Job shadowing and internships aren't just for college, so that's something to keep in mind too.
Yeah, as much as you don't want to waste time and money in school, you do have to experiment too. I went all through high school going, what I want to do is I want to be a journalist, and I got to college, took my first journalism class, and I was like, wow, this fucking sucks. I hate it. And I was like, well, time to reevaluate my life here. But if I didn't take that journalism class and I just kept taking all the prep for it and then got into the program, I would have hated it. So you do have to experiment too. You have to try things before you know whether or not you're going to like them. So, and you just got to find ways that are good to do that. Taking time off is definitely my recommendation. And the other thing I would think of is you just have to find out what means a lot to you. I have a lot of things that interest me academically. I'm not artistic like Kelly, so I don't have that field, but I like pretty much every school subject, which is hard to do anything with because it's hard to narrow down. And then all of a sudden one day I was like, obviously the good job for that would be a teacher, because then I would have experiment with them all, and then I'm like, well, what kind of teacher do I want to be? And I went over my personal experiences, and I realized, well, when I was a kid, I used to work with I'd go to work with my stepmom in homes for people who had disabilities that were so severe that they couldn't live on their own. And I was a tour guide at a zoo for my mom's coworker's autistic son. And I had friends and relatives and classmates that had varying disabilities, and I realized that I wanted to go into special education. So that's how I figured out what I wanted to do, is because it was something that had meaning in my life that meant a lot to me. But it took me a while to figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, usually the easiest way to figure out what you want to do with your life is usually the thing that you spend the most time doing.
Yeah, I agree. Well, look at my education now. I'm back again after 4 years of university, going back for another 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you don't exactly have that, what I just said, like, you work on a farm all the time, and what you went to school for isn't what you usually normally do with your life, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But I think going along the lines of what Michelle said is, like, if you don't feel threatened to take a class that may not be required, like, I was so, because I had 2 majors, I was so preoccupied with trying to fit in classes before I graduated, getting the required classes, that I never got time to take an art class or take a culinary class or any of those classes that I actually would have enjoyed. But I think that would have definitely sort of steered me into that direction if I had done that. So I think it is necessary to broaden your horizons if you are still going to be in school, to take the time to take classes that you want to instead of what you have to, just for a degree.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can get those classes to benefit you too. Like, you know, I took one of my minors is in children's literature, and like they created this experimental class that was literally about Harry Potter, and being somebody who loves Harry Potter, I took the class, and it fulfilled an elective in the minor. Or I took before I had even a children's literature minor, I took a class called Multicultural Children's Literature, and it fulfilled a requirement for my school where you had to take a class that had a multicultural aspect. So, like, you can find ways, too, to fit them in. Like, Kelly might have been able to take a culinary class and filled some sort of creative requirement if she wasn't so busy with other things.
Mm-hmm.
So you can make them work for you, too, so it's not a complete waste that way, also.
What about you, Cordy? What are you doing with your life?
I am a bum.
I think I'm actually the bum here. I'm the only one without a job.
Well, only for the summer, because you have the summer off from school. So I wouldn't classify that as a bum.
I mean, right now I'm kind of basing my money on people, so I don't really want to do that forever. But hopefully, going to start college within the next year or so and pursue my dream as a biologist.
Cordy actually took time between high school before he jumped into college, so he did the thing that the rest of us kind of wish we would have done.
Yeah. What kind of biologist do you want to be?
Marine.
Ah, fab.
Do you want me to study up on some turtles for you and give you that?
Please.
You'll love it.
Give me a 20-page report on turtles, and I will live you forever.
Would you actually read it if I did read it?
I would.
I
would
would
actually
read it, too.
read it.
I'd actually be interested.
Because honestly, the reason I got into biology is because of my biology teacher. So I actually hated biology in 10th grade. Took a biology class in 12th grade. And I loved it. I don't know what happened. But
Probably just a teacher.
Could make all the difference.
Yeah.
seriously, I fucking hated biology in 10th grade. And in 12th grade, we started learning it again. I was like, oh my god, I fucking love biology. And then I was like, what do I want to do? Biology, it's like, people always have, like, broaden your, like, what kind of biology you want to do? And I was like, I don't know, like, what kind is there? Started talking about, like, the counselor told me all these different ones I don't even remember because it was, like, a year ago. Yeah, I was like, is there any course for like marine biology? And they're like, yeah, you can like take these courses that are like this, and then it leads to that. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think they did. So I was like, I've always been leaning towards that. When I was younger, I wanted to be a teacher. That changed. So now I'm going for marine biology, and apparently it's fucking dick shit hard, but.
Yeah, I could probably see that. Mind you, I didn't take any chem or biology courses, but
You know,
I struggled through the intro ones that I had to take in the first year.
And see how it goes, and see if anything works.
Yeah, and I mean, if it's not working, you don't have to stay, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you like something a lot, usually it's not as hard.
And I mean, you'll probably know within the first few weeks of taking classes whether or not it's working for you. And then obviously you can just switch into something else. Obviously you won't know that quickly whether or not you want to switch into something else. Or what you want to switch into, but...
I'll switch into my comfy pants.
Stop.
Comfy pants.
Did you say
Yeah.
copy?
Not compies.
For the
Love your
record,
freaking compies.
compies are
I know,
dinosaurs.
it's not my fault. It's not my fault, Kelly. You're like, compy, and compy, and you're just jumping around as a compy, and I just can't get it out of my head.
What is the actual name of that dinosaur?
Compsognathus or something? Like, it's some crazy word. The left.
Was that a sneeze or a cough?
Yeah.
Snoff. It was a
Snoff.
And do you like snoffing? I do.
Or a Queeze.
Yeah.
You guys want a Yahoo?
Yahoo!
Alright, let's Yahoo.
Yahoo!
So, Jack asks, why does everyone think that Canadians have nothing? For example, we live in igloos. We have no toilet paper.
I really don't like this question already.
Okay, so if you guys want to hear a hilarious story, when people found out even that I was from Michigan out here in Jersey, they were like, do people live in igloos out there? And I was just like, oh my god.
What?
Here we go again.
In Michigan?
Oh, God.
I'm not.
Because like they think of like Michigan and Wisconsin and what else is out there? Minnesota and Montana. Like they just kind of like blend that in with Canada, and then they picture Siberia.
What the hell?
And it's just like it's weird how people like they just think it's like this like frozen tundra, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah, like when I saw my
No
coworker
sense of
shower.
What?
What?
I did not hear what anyone said because everyone was talking.
Brody, what'd you say?
I said, half my coworkers thought that you guys were in igloos, so I had to explain to them, you guys have houses, you guys live in houses, you guys have electronics, you guys communicate with the outside world.
Okay, so
seen-
what's the toilet paper thing then?
I have no idea. That's a new one for me.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of Canadian stereotypes, and that's a new one for me.
Why would you not have toilet paper?
I don't know.
Guys
Like,
leaves. Oh, wait,
if we have to.
You don't have leaves though. You live in igloos. Like you wet your
These
butt
ice-
with snow.
Or get these ice stuck in their butts. That would be awkward.
Just gotta roll the icicle.
That was so bad.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, but like the U.S., like people have no sense of geography at all.
And aside from just knowing geography, I think it comes to, like, you know, because America's the land of the free, quote unquote, you know, and so they think that Americans have just access to everything, and therefore means that means every other country is automatically less civilized, and therefore they don't have things like toilet paper in houses because they're still stuck in,
But you
I don't know,
get it.
1100 or something.
You guys have igloos, like, and me right now and Toasties are both in an igloo right now. They're igloo-sized computers.
Yeah,
They're
it's only like
podcasting from their
minus.
igloos.
It's only like minus 35 outside right now. Which
Fahrenheit
is
or
like
Celsius?
Yeah, I have my parka on
it's like
inside right now.
10 degrees Fahrenheit, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, if you said -35, everyone in America would be like, what? Why?
Wait, no, it's less than that.
They in tundra. They in tundra.
I have my parka on right now inside my heated house.
You have a heated house? The more you know.
I gotta go feed my sled dogs.
Then you go to the one store in your whole Canada.
Canada!
My God,
Canada!
sled dogs are
It's
huskies, Andy.
It's the one little shop.
Yeah.
Sled dogs
It's
are
the
huskies.
one wooden
Huskies are
shop
my
with
favorite.
lanterns. It's like
Have you-
God. But with
Have you seen
lanterns.
that video of the Australian guy that comes to the U.S. and asks people questions, but has like a map and has like flags of the U.S. on Australia, and asks where the U.S. is, and people point to Australia because the flag says it's the U.S.
That's hilarious.
I believe it.
Like I watched it and I was like, wow, like how does, like, I don't understand.
As I'm laughing, I'm cringing inside.
What are you,
And
Cordy?
just
Are you alright? Are you kissing your dog? Is that what's happening?
No, I'm kissing my water bottle.
Fair enough. Alright, so
Right?
Hannah asks, what
Hi,
do
Hannah.
guys find attractive in girls? I know all guys are different. I am just generally curious.
I can't even answer this
Yeah.
fucking question.
I know you can't. 'cause
Kelly
you're
and I
the
can't.
one
I can't either!
guy. It's
No, here's that first. Yeah, Jeff, what do you have to say? I want to hear.
it's exactly what he said. All guys are different. It's not a thing
Okay,
that
sure.
you can really explain.
It's more like,
Because every
don't
guy
know.
knows what they want.
and it's
Or-
more of a connection thing too. Like, you see someone, you feel connected to them, right?
Well,
I don't know.
I do.
I don't really know.
guys know. I don't want to say faster than girls, but they know basically right away whether or not. I don't know if girls are the same that way, but I know for me in general, I know basically right away when I have a connection with someone and when I don't.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if it takes you longer, Kelly, to notice, but
Define connection.
That's such a hard.
Because I can have a connection with someone and still just be their really good friend. It's not that I think of them romantically or are attracted to them.
It's more like a feeling, isn't it, Jeff?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know how to explain it.
It's a good question.
I mean, I guess, like, I don't know, for attraction's like one of those, I don't know.
Physical words.
It's a physical word. I mean, I know that you could be, like, mentally attracted to someone, I guess. Like, if you just really, I don't know. But I
What
mean,
do you mean mentally attractive? I don't understand.
like, you just, like how Andy and Jeff were saying, how you have a connection with them. But the only thing is, like, I guess I wouldn't find that mental attraction something any different than a friend. I don't know.
Yeah, it's.
That's a hard question.
I hate these questions sometimes.
I think I'm getting into it a little bit too deep.
Maybe.
Maybe because
Becoming
I
too
have no idea what you're
philosophical.
saying.
You just like the boobs.
Yeah, I just the boobs. They just do it for
The
me.
boobs.
You guys like the boobs, the ass, the eyes, the mouth, the lips, the
Pretty,
nose,
you essentially
Everything?
just said the whole body.
Yeah.
the toes, the kneecaps, the elbows, the weenuses. I don't know.
I think a lot, just as a general thing, a lot of what guys find attractive is when a girl likes
Slut.
us. Not is a slut. We don't like sluts. You might like sluts. We don't.
No, I'm just saying in general. That's what guys want. Just saying.
No, I mean
No, not really.
mostly
Not
as
you,
a,
Andy. You're not every guy.
mostly as a general thing. guys will be attracted to girls that like them.
So if the girl likes him, that means he's gonna like him back. Is that a thing?
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, Andy, let's say some girl that you never know. She likes you, but you have no idea about her or who she is. She just likes you. You're just like, oh, I like her back.
I think what Jeff is trying to say is that if a guy knows that a girl has interest in them, that guy is going to have a little more interest in that girl to see if there actually is a connection.
Yeah, well, we're curious, right? Like, we'll just... What's the problem in... like, if you don't know them, take them out. Figure out who they are, and everything goes from there.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the same for girls, too. I mean, if you hear someone likes you, you're going to be like, oh, really? And then you're going to, like, be around that person because you want to find out if they actually do, if it's a rumor, like, if you feel anything for them back, if they do really like you. So, I mean, it's going to be a curiosity thing, and that works both ways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
I think the bottom line when you guys are saying that is you feel wanted by someone, and feeling wanted is just sort of human nature. You want to feel wanted, so when you do, you automatically sort of get, I don't know, higher confidence. You feel good, those endorphins are going, and I think that's what happens. Like, I don't know.
Just
You
kind
feel
of
better about
confuse
yourself.
it for another emotion.
No.
I guess I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Well, you feel good about yourself if someone likes you, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
So
So do you confuse that for that emotion of feeling confident in yourself for being like, hey, this person likes me, I like them too?
no, I think it depends on the person. Because if you have that mutual attraction, then I think it goes from there. But if you don't, then you just feel more confident in yourself. You're not necessarily into going for that person. I don't know.
Yeah.
This has just gotten more confusing.
Yeah,
This got
yeah.
way too
I think we
confusing.
should
I thought
probably just leave it there.
it's like the whole idea, the whole question was, what do you find attractive in women? And it's turned into this whole, like, psychological, like, well, the confidence and et cetera, et cetera.
But, I mean, the person doesn't want you to say, you know, don't say every guy is different, but they are. And the same goes for girls, too. Like, for me, the first thing, like, if you want the simplistic, completely on the surface, like, complete stranger answer, the first thing I will always notice about a guy is what their eyes do.
Mm-hmm.
And what they look like.
Yep.
I mean, like, what their eyes look like. I'll notice the color, where they go, if they're bright, if they're dull, if they look sad, if they look happy. Like, that's the first thing I'm going to notice, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess this question kind of goes with the last question. Whatever asks, why is it so hard to get a girlfriend? I try to go out with this girl, but no matter what I do, she won't go out with me. She probably doesn't want to go out with you. Is probably the answer.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. You're not gonna get anything to saying tonight.
That's always tricky, too, because, like, on one hand, like, it can be hard to give up on somebody, especially if, like, you know that you guys have a good relationship. And so sometimes it's hard to completely give up on the idea, so I can kind of understand, like, why he might still be trying. But at the same time, maybe you're trying just a little too hard.
Yeah.
And you don't have to, you can try without completely giving up on the person. You can do things that are maybe more subtle instead of being like, dude, can we please go out?
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yep.
Makes sense. You guys want a Yahoo to close this out?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright. This is probably the question of the universe. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know this person's name, but they ask, how was the routine of milking cows for milk discovered?
What the hell?
That's
What?
actually sort of a good question. Aren't you supposed to? It's been a really long time since I've had to milk a cow. But aren't you supposed to?
What? Wait, you've milked a cow before?
Back in the day,
I need to hear this story.
when I milked cows.
When I was a kid, my dad and stepmom, my dad used to work on farms. And we actually had some farm animals also. So I've milked a cow before, yes.
Oh, okay.
It's not really a story. I'm just
The more you
But
know.
Yeah, I've had to milk horses before, so.
But like I said, it's just been a while. But isn't there a certain side you're supposed to sit on?
Not really.
Yeah, there's definitely a certain side.
Well,
I know that. I know that.
I don't know if it varies from cow to cow. But
I don't know.
Can you get? Wait, no. Here's a good question. If it's a brown cow, do you get chocolate milk? I'm really
Yes.
asking that.
Yes.
No. Yes.
and if it's a pink cow, you get strawberry milk. Wait,
oh my god, I'm so excited! Oh my god, I need some chocolate milk.
Mind blown.
Now I want chocolate milk, but I don't have any.
Me too. Oh, chocolate milk.
Mind you, I haven't had-
Chocolate milk.
Yeah.
No,
Let's go find a cow, guys.
I'm really curious about this because I need to know if somebody just went up to a cow one day and started pulling on them.
So
No,
I
but if
don't
you
want
think
this
about
to
it-
be like I'm like Debbie Downer, Kelly Downer. But I mean, it's sort of normal. We all know that mammals milktate. I don't know what- well,
Yeah,
I knew there
But
was in the word.
when was it?
So like
discovered,
obviously
though?
in human past, we've fed our babies just like we do now.
But I mean, even then, like, where along the point did a woman start lactating and go, oh, I need to give this to my baby?
I think that's more
Lactating.
just evolutionary, like
Lactate.
along the lines. Like you need
Maybe
to.
they just like
feed-
picked some up from their titty and was just like, what is this substance? Let me eat
Oh,
it.
this is delicious.
'Cause, I mean, if you think about it,
What
think about
else do
it-
they have to feed babies though? You know, like they have like leaves.
Give them your lactation shit. If you're like, hey, I don't have to pay anything for this, might as well just give them this.
But I mean, then again, you
It's like-
only lactate when you have a baby. So it's sort of just like, well, what's happening here? Maybe I should attach this receptacle to my dripping parts and see what comes of it.
Again, gonna name
No,
this
it's- I think
podcast
it's-
Boobs.
You should have seen the hand motions that I was doing. I like was taking a baby head and just like forcing it into my nipple.
Wait, you have a baby?
Figurative baby head. I don't
No,
have a
but-
baby head.
It's
Oh.
it's more like it's programmed into you. It's like a genetic thing. Over like
Because Andy knows his boobs.
well, it's all about evolution, right? So like I don't even know how to explain this.
Well, so do you think maybe somebody saw a calf drinking from its mother and was like, huh, I wonder if a human can drink that?
Mind you, when human civilization was like first starting, like 10, 20,000 years ago, we didn't have domesticated animals. So I think along the evolutionary tree, along the line, like it's been built into our genetic code to like let
Steal
the
white things from cows?
baby. No, but if you think about it, no. If you see any animal give birth,
Hey, there's a cow,
if
I'm
it's-
gonna milk it.
like for the first time, how do they know that they need to give their baby food? Like it happens all the time on the farm. Like when I'm like see the horses, the babies actually they get up and first thing they do is go and drink.
brain.
And
Sorry.
But the thing is, like, for first-time mom, they have no idea what's going on, yet they still have the notion to push the baby to where they're supposed to go or pick them up, depending on the animal or whatever.
Yeah, so it's
But they
instinct.
still have that instinct, right?
Yeah.
So it's all built into our genetic makeup.
So they probably felt like, oh, well, you know, I only lactate when I have babies, so I still, like, obviously they learned that babies need the milk, so they probably were like, well, what if we need the milk, but we can't lactate on command? Cows
Yeah.
can! Ding,
No,
ding,
they
ding, ding,
can't.
ding.
No, they can't.
Well, not
No,
on
they
command,
can't.
but, I mean,
It's all in a cycle.
yeah, but we don't lactate in a cycle.
No, but they, how can I explain this? They calf, and then because they calf, they produce the milk. So for, I think it's, how long is, I think it's for 2 or 3 months. Like, you keep producing milk if something's taking it from you, right?
And see, like, unlike humans, animals have babies in cycles. Like, springtime comes and certain animals will be giving birth no matter what. I mean,
Yeah.
humans don't go, okay, now we need to get pregnant because we need to have a baby in the spring. Animals do. So their lactation is on a cycle because their births and pregnancies are on a cycle.
Season.
If they were sporadic like humans, it would be the same as us. Like, it would just be random.
But mind you, our cycles are in tune because we have the lights on in the house, and it's warm. So if we were outside, it would probably be the same as animals, just because we wouldn't want to have babies out in the cold and the snow. For horses, for us, we fast track their cycles so that they do foal in the off season, just so that they can be bigger and stronger for when we want to sell them. So we put them under lights when the daylight is short to not screw them up, but to trick their bodies into cycling before they're supposed to.
Those tricksters.
Tricky.
So, yeah.
Alright, so we didn't answer the question at all.
I think we did.
I'm going to
What's the
guess that
question?
somebody,
I
like, I
think
think,
answer.
like, literally the best we could guess is that somebody saw that other creatures produced the same thing that we did for sustenance and tried to get it to see if a human could use it too.
I feel like it's more evolutionary than that, but I mean it's
Well,
whatever.
the original question was how someone figured out how to milk a cow.
Oh,
not-
yeah.
How to.
So, like,
feed
that's
someone.
that's how somebody would have figured out to milk a cow, is that they'd literally be like, "Hey, you know."
Because it's not our
Yeah.
instinct as soon as we're born to go up to a cow.
No, but we're not. Yeah, I know.
You see what I'm saying?
Sort of, yeah.
I'm like really thirsty now. Do you guys find it weird that we like drink nipple milk? Like,
But there's so many there's colostrum when you're first born, so you get some immunity, or there's stuff built into the colostrum that helps your immunity to diseases increase when you're a baby, so you don't just automatically die when you get sick. So it's
Life juice.
delicious life juice gives us life and juice. But not the kind of juice you're used to, 'cause it's milk and it's nipples.
I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of boob talk
Sorry.
throughout our entire podcast.
Hi, and welcome to the Boob Podcast, where we talk about boobs and
nothing
Well, I don't have a problem with that at all.
boobs.
So
Honestly, they're everywhere, so we're gonna have to get you.
Everywhere. Boobs.
You turn your
everywhere.
left, so there's 2 tits over there. You turn your right, there's 2 tits.
You
over
know, we could really make a song out of this. You put
Yeah.
your left boob in.
there. You put your left tit in, you take your left tit out, you put your left
Wait,
tit
that's just
in,
parroting
and
a
you
song.
shake it
Just
on
kidding.
it.
No, don't Stop.
You move it around and it like
You move it around.
Now
Anyway.
all the milk's around. Hey. You put your left face in. You put your left face up. Your left face
Wow.
Wordy!
in. What?
Bye.
Alright, I think we're getting to that time.
Yeah.
Bedtime.
It's time to wrap up.
Nighttime.
Daytime.
Nighttime.
It's nighttime right now.
Daytime.
I want to do so many things right now. That's just not gonna work. So I'm just gonna wait
Okay.
for special.
Alright. Thanks everyone for listening. I want to thank Kelly for finding most of the questions that we answered today. Anybody want to thank anybody?
Thank you guys for being you.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not thanking you. I fucking hate you.
Michelle,
Waiting for Michelle's reply. It must be something awesome.
Michelle, that's so rude.
No, but
No.
seriously, like, I want to thank Kelly and Jeff for asking me to do this because, as some people are probably aware, this is a project that I've tried to do on my own and it doesn't quite work as well, especially if there's no one, like, if no one knows about it. So, and I have a hard time, like, pimping myself out. Like, I feel bad, like, telling people that I have this, like, I have this advice Tumblr set up, and I really like to use it, but I feel bad going, hey, people need to use this. So,
Oh,
like,
so you're gonna
nothing
let me do it
happens.
for you? I see.
Yeah,
You're gonna let
exactly,
me
thank
whore
you.
myself out for you. All right.
And Michelle a pincan for her birthday. Done.
Oh,
No,
and
this is just a project I really appreciate because, I hope everyone, like, who listens to this learns that somebody out there cares and will try and help you if you just take the initiative to ask.
cool.
So ask us
And-
questions.
Yeah. If you guys want to ask us any questions, you can ask any of us on Twitter. Again, all of our Twitters are going to be down in the description or wherever. I'll post them in a chat if I live stream it, whatever. You'll be able to get a hold of us either way. I also want to thank A Rival for our intro theme.
Yay!
'Cause he's
He's an
cool.
awesome guy, and he makes incredible music. I would definitely check him out.
Yeah.
It's definitely video gamey, but he does a lot of remixes on his own time that are a little bit different. More of dubstep,
So you would like
Sort
it,
of.
Andy?
dance electronic music. So if you like that kind of genre, definitely check out his Soundwave or SoundCloud, I think. And he also has a Twitter and a Facebook page. It's A Rival.
Cool story.
Really quick, do we have a way for people, because one of the things I've learned in trying to do things like this where we let people open up questions is that people do want to have a chance to be anonymous, and obviously they can't do that on Twitter. Do we have a way for people to submit anonymous questions?
Not yet.
Yes, not yet.
Alright, well, for those of you who want to remain anonymous, keep your questions, write them down, and we will get back to you as soon as we figure out a good way to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Ah.
Alright, so yeah. Things
Wow,
and
you have
stuff.
a great...
That was the worst segue of my life. I'm
Wow.
sorry. I can't segue. Wait. Isn't a Segway a thing you ride? Is it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
the
it's
same
also
thing,
a-
right? Alright, cool.
Let's just get some Subway.
Wow, we're heading our segues.
Right, so my name's Jeff.
I'm Kelly.
Michelle?
Andy.
QWERTY / I don't know what I am.
And it's dangerous to go alone. You should ask us. Goodbye.
Yes.
Bye!
Bye.
People just aren't going to say goodbye, and I'm not going to press the button until people say goodbye.
Oh,
Bye!
What? Bye! Bye!